So now it is posing as the second level of challenge. The first level of challenge was more to do with a web application, right? This second level of challenge is to do more with the EXE, right? So it's more to do with reverse engineering, right? So let me open this. Okay, what I'll do is I will have to download this file application called olidbg.de. When I go to olidbg.de, on the right hand side there is a file called olidbg.de and there is a zip file there. So I open this file olidbg, right? Okay, beautiful. And here what I do is I just drag and drop this exe file inside this. Please be mindful. We are aware that a txt file can be opened with notepad.exe. A JPG file can be opened with mspaint.exe. Right? A AVI file or a MPG file or a MP4 file can be opened with vlc.exe. How can you open an exe file? Opening a exe file is simply, on our terms, double clicking, right? But what actually happens on the back end is your operating system, which has the required supporting or dependency files around it, with which it can be opened, right? Okay. Now, what I do is I use a application called a debugger. So this debugger application I'm using is olidbg, right? With which I am going to open the exe. And that's how I drag and drop the exe here. Right now, what I do is I do a right click, search for all reference strings. I'm just asking this olidbg debugger application to list me all the strings that are available as a part of this application. Am I getting anything? Lovely. Wow, we are able to get the username from here. Okay, so what I do, I say, do we have copy available? Copy as table. Now I open it in Notepad. Okay, and let me also copy the other. Let me also copy this particular portion of the string. I copy as table. Okay. Now there are two portions here. I copy this username and try it into the application. Yeah, here you have the username now. Let me try a wrong password first so that we know that the application is working just fine. Test. It says invalid username password. Okay. Now I'll try this as a password. Correct username and password. Enter this in the site. It says correct username and password. Enter this in the site. So I'm just going to use this particular password in the site. Okay, so let me try out a password called test. And it's not taking us to the next challenge, but when I use this as a password, which we have taken from olidbg as a string and copied it to the notepad, and this particular data, I'm using it as a password. Let us see what happens. That is lovely. So we were successfully able to clear this particular challenge. So quick summary, we download the RAR file. Inside the RAR file, there was a bin file. We looked at the header of the bin file. We again noticed inside that bin file, it was a zip file, right? So we renamed it to a zip file. And inside the zip file, once again, there was a exe. We reverse engineered the exe with the OllyDbg, found the strings and used that particular password as a password for the challenge, and we were able to clear it. If you notice, the complexity of each challenge that we are doing is constantly increasing, right? And on the process, we are also learning a lot of new things such as steganography, insecure data storage, and so on, different kind of vulnerabilities. So in case you enjoyed this particular challenge, in case you think someone would require such a challenge or such information, consider sharing and subscribing. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech insights on cybersecurity.